Okay, so we are discussing now like how to do the tasks and to get like full score, 100%. So if the task says that you need to work with a book.
Recording in progress.
Oh, I see some people join us. Hello, hello. Yeah, so just let's clarify this point. So if the task says that you have to work with a book, so usually it says like what book to use. If there's no information like what book to use, default, that's like market leaders. It's our like main book. That's why it's here the first just after the syllabus. Sometimes it says like use English and use or business vocabulary for intermediate level. So, but usually these books are used as auxiliary books. So you're supposed to check, for example, let's go to homework assignment for the lecture 2. So it says like the name of the book, unit pages. So as here we have only student's book. There is no workbook. So you work with a student's book. So you go to the pages, make the print screens, or just, I don't know. It's up to you. So I accept all types of the home tasks. So you can just take the print screens and write on the file. You can use Word document, and like write only the keys, only the answers. Or if you're, like, for example, I'm very all dated if we talk about that. So I love writing, with the pen. So you can do the same and just take a photo and attach it here. So it's not a problem. So you can see here that it's possible to attach any types of files. So I know I'm as an administrator of this group, so I cannot do that. So, but if you go there, so you can just take the file from, like from your desktop and just place there. So, and upload. Be careful with the deadlines. So all the assignments that you can see here up to midterm. So here they are up to the midterm. They are all opened until 28th of April. So you see, so on 28th, from 28th to 29th, you have the midterm, and yeah, so you're supposed to finish everything here. My big recommendation, I see that a little bit more people join already, like we have 4 people here. So as it's like a distant learning course, so of course you're not supposed, to do something extraordinary just because I understand you took this course, not to spend too much time learning. So what I actually require, and like to make your life easier concerning your midterm exams and homework assignments, just do the things that are written. So if it says, I don't know, like do the pages like 14, 15. So you do this. If it says like write a paragraph, so definitely you're not supposed to write like huge, like essays for like thousands of words. So it's like enough, like 100, 200 words. Usually it says, if it's not set here, like in brackets, it's usually like around like 100, 150 words. Later in the second part of this course, after the midterm, you will have some presentations, but about that we'll talk a little bit later. So the only thing that you have to know for now, that just like following the info in the lectures. So lecture usually represents just, short version of materials from all these 3 books. So if you don't have, time to read everything, to read the whole book here, this, then this one. So you just look through the presentation. So almost all the tasks they refer to the presentation, and then just do the tasks. If you need like extra info, you go to the lecture. It's recorded, so it's like usually general information, but just me saying everything. And if that's not enough, so you just join our, like, I think it's gonna be like regular, this consultation with Q&A type, like today on Saturday, and we discuss everything. I see that, yeah, we already have like 5 people. So any questions concerning the tasks? Everything clear?
Yes.
Hope so. Okay, so just brief information that I also wanted you to know, that I will not require from you like anything like extraordinary. The only thing, please meet the deadlines. If it says like the task, the quiz, the home assignment, or any other type of tasks are open until like 28th of April, so please do it like before. Because later it's going to be, like a problem. I cannot like just open it for you if you text me like, which stuff, please open. So we need to clarify it with the dean's office. Usually dean's office, needs to have like certain, approvals from you, some reasons like why you couldn't like manage all the tasks before. So that's why like 3 things that I will ask you to do. Just meet the deadlines, reads and maybe make notes from the lectures, because it will help you with your midterm and final exam. As I know, you're the first year student, so maybe it's going to be like important info for you as well. So to pass the course, you need to have like 60%. I think this is the same for all of your subjects. Of course, you can have 60% by doing just midterm and final exam. So that's going to be exactly 60%. But as we have lots of open questions in our midterm and final exams, I can say it's almost impossible to get 100. Even if you do like all the test questions, multiple choice questions, true, false questions correctly, but with writing text, sometimes you don't include the full information. So that's why, again, my big recommendation, please do not rely only on midterm and final. Do the tasks. They are all pretty simple. So for you to understand the topic, if you open the lecture, so for example, this week you were supposed to work with lecture number 2 and lecture number 1. Let me just demonstrate them as well. So just a second, I will show how it actually works. And second, here we are. Okay, just very simple thing. So it's just about the general idea of the course. Yeah. So as you see, very short info. So I can say that partly from every presentation, you're going to have at least like 1 or 2 questions in your midterm or final exam. So while you're reading, just make notes of some key things you consider to, them like to be important. So if you see, for example, like that's the definition of business English, you consider it to be like important information. Just make a note. Maybe there is a high chance that you're going to have it in your final or midterm exam. Then, so you see the role of managers seem to be like three points, and sounds like a good answer for some question. Also, like make a note. You see some like huge info like this. I mean, like big text. Okay, so you just like make it, shorter, just in the 1 sentence. Make a note. It will make your life easier. I mean, on your exams. If you structure everything, what you have in presentation, just shorter, you don't even need to work with the book too much. I mean, you will work with the book only to complete, the assignments. Yeah, what else I wanted to say? As I said, you have to get 60% of the course. My big recommendation is to do the tasks as well, because definitely there is a chance that maybe you will get like 90, 80% for some of the for some of the assignments. And in total, the idea is to get 60% of the course. If you want to get A, or A plus, I mean like 90% plus, please do all the assignments. I mean, all the homework, quizzes, and also your presentations. But presentation is gonna be a little bit later after this month. It's gonna be in May. The idea, like just the general idea of the course for you to understand, you're like getting ready for further classes. I mean, you will have HRM, like human resource management, you will have accounting, you will have like advanced maths, you will have like the economics, macroeconomics. So here, if you open every niche presentation, especially after the second or the third presentation, you will see that it's like brief information of the course, like in general. So the course that's gonna be in the future. This course consists of like 2 parts, Business English 1 and Business English 2. So all of them are very practical. What I really want you to do to look at this course through the angle of applicable knowledge. So if you, for example, now choose the company that you want to like start in the future. I mean, the business you want to work in, or I don't know, the industry you want to work in. So, and look at every and each topic through this angle. I mean, through your company that you want to start. It's going to be easier. I will give you an example. For example, you want to start a restaurant. Doesn't matter what type. And for example, the lecture number 2 says that you talk about and we talk about organization structure. And you think, okay, so if I have a restaurant, I mean, if I write a business plan for a restaurant, so I need to choose the organization structure. You go to you go to the presentation, read what types of the organization structure there are. I mean, functional, matrix, flat hierarchy, and divisional. You read the what are the differences between all of them, and you pick one that you like the most. First of all, it will help you with your further courses, like on the second, third, fourth year of studies. And also, it will be easier for you, to memorize it, not just to blot out for your brain, not to blot out this information from your brain. Plus, as I told you, in the end, you will have about 2 presentations that you have to make concerning your company. So, and these presentations, they in the sense, like in the end of the course, in the end of May, but if you start doing it now, first of all, to make your life easier in the meaning of your studies, and secondly, it will be easier to memorize. And you think, okay, I want to start a restaurant. So you understood what organization structure you're going to use, gave reasons like why. So meaning that you remember what are the differences. For example, the third class is about company times and corporate government. So it's sole trader partnership, LTDs, limited companies, public limited companies, etc. Again, you read brief information, so it's like introduction to your further business law studies. So you read this, you understand, okay, so for the first time, I will just like register the company as just a legal entity. In Ukraine, like FOP, yeah, фізична особа підприємець. So you pick this one, understand like what are the like advantages and disadvantages of it. So got it. And you work through this like perspective, through this angle with each presentation, and definitely it will help you with your further courses, and it will help you with your this final presentation that will be like ready even before. If you haven't decided yet what business you want to start in the future, what industry you're interested it's in, that's also fine. You can text me, I will help you, like, and I will send you like the list of like companies that you can choose. I mean, you can choose even existed companies. So you can choose, I don't know, Apple, Tesla, whatever it is. And you can analyze this company through the point that we have in our program. As I said, the second part of the course is closed. I mean, after the midterm. So where you can find the info, what topics are going to be there. So you just go to your syllabus, and near every topic, you have a full description of the topic. So it's not just like introduction to business course. It's like the definition of international management functions, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. What else? What else I wanted to say? Of course, you know about the plagiarism, cheating, etc. So it's all the same with all the subjects here at the university. Yeah. Questions? No questions. No questions. Okay. Also, like what I want you to know, just we started with the topic, and we didn't even say anything about ourselves, and I just wanted to say some info about me. So I was the same student as you are. I mean, I graduated from your university. I mean, I completed a bachelor degree there and also MBA, and I'm currently doing my PhD at your university. So it's kind of like part of the studies to teach here. And I really understand that the big problem of our university, that's very like broad. I mean, you can work in so many different industries after like completing all the courses, that you're like, you understand something about economics, you understand something about finance, you understand something about banking system, and it's always very difficult to decide what you want to do. And I wanted to just like, usually when we start this course, I always give a little story about like my first year at your university and some of the classmates who I studied with. Just maybe it will motivate you a little bit to do something concerning your studies and just the time there. Definitely the management and international business specialization is, as I said, very broad thing. And when you get a diploma, I don't know where is mine, but it's somewhere here. Next time I will show. So it does mean that you just like go to the interview, you show this, and employer said, yeah, like Concordia University, like the best students, here you come. So of course it's not enough. Remember in my first or second year of studies, at that time, by the way, our university was called Wisconsin University. There were like two big groups of students. So one group of students who was ready, to study hard. I mean, and they didn't care much about, future career, etc. They really believed that it's more about it's more about like studying, and in the end something gonna happen. And there was the second group of people who decided to start certain startups. And just an example, I started the company that name was GOGS. That's like an abbreviation from phrase go and go strong. And I was selling the sport equipment. So we started working with China. I mean, why I say we? Because we worked with my wife at that time. She was my girlfriend. And the second group, so these people, they are continuing their business. They started working. I think maybe they were like even first, or like one of the first group of people who started working with the term called drop shipping. I think you know about it. And it made our life way easier if we talk about studies, because every subject, every topic, we try to look at through the perspective how we can, implement the knowledge from here to the company. And believe me or not, even business English being like, I can say, the broadest and very like brief, if we talk about the topics subject at our university, it still can help you, because you can look at this like perspective using it in your company, even if you don't know what you want to do in the future. Like, I mean, I give up like this company. I mean, we shut it down. I think like about 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, GeoGS. Some other like classmates, they did the same. But I mean, just this knowledge, I mean, applicable knowledge definitely work better if we talk about this perspective. If you feel fine, just like graduate, I mean, just get good mark, I mean, 60 plus, and say goodbye. I don't know, you're doing it for your parents. It's not a big deal. As I said, 2 exams, final and midterm, you get 60%, but you should take the risks. I mean, there is a high chance that you will get, for example, 95% for one of the exams. It's overall like total score is lower. So you have to take the risk. If you came here, I mean, to this university, to these classes, to learn something, and to get the info that may help you with your business. So I think all the lecturers, all the teachers, they will help you with that. So you can just text. We'll like find some like solutions if you haven't decided what company you wanted to describe, and etc. 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 So that's just like the brief information of the course. I decided not to make our consultation in the view of, just like reading the presentations all together, or, just doing the tasks all together, because it's like, first of all, too simple for you. You have additional video where like we are reading the presentations and general information of it. So you already have it. I mean, in your... Oh, there is my dog running. I have a pug, and it's, I think, the most playful dog. I think she wants to say hello to you. Mia, do you want to say hello? Come here. So that's my little assistant. Yeah, her name is Mia, and she will be grading your works with me. Yeah.
Hello, Mia.
Yeah, Mia says hello to you too. Yeah. Last year we had the same group, I mean, as you are now in. I'm in BE group 1, and it was really funny because it was just the time when we bought Mia, and she was like this, I mean, 2 kilograms. So now it's like 9.5. And I mean, it was like super funny every time we had a class, and there was a student, she had a dog as well, like the same one, but it was like Mia now, like 9 kilograms, and Mia was like a mini version. And this student also took a little point. We always like started the class with comparisons, comparing like three little pugs. I mean, the smallest one, like a toy, Mia, and the big one. Okay, so but it's about other things. Yeah, as I said, if you want to learn something from the course, my big advice: look through the presentations, do the tasks. It doesn't take much time. So if you open, you will see like just 1, 2, maximum 3 pages. You take print screens, I don't know, write some answer there, boom, done. You get like the maximum score. of course, if you start, like cheating, I don't know, I see that you have absolutely the same files. Just be ready that you will get like 0 for this work. Not because I am bad, it's just the rules of the university. So I don't want to fail any of you. Believe me, like as I said, I was on the same place as you are now. So I understand that, yeah, sometimes you want to like go party, etc. But as I said, this course is definitely too broad to be difficult. Yeah. I think we will meet here every week. Maybe sometimes we'll change the time a little bit. You can join. If you can't, just like you will watch a short video like of this consultation like we are recording now. Next time I think we'll discuss some of the topics, because I see that nobody did even a single homework, so we cannot discuss anything yet. So I will ask you until the next class, do some home tasks, prepare your questions concerning some of the topics or tasks maybe you like fail to like achieve the score you want. If I graded already and you get like 4 or 5, just prepare the questions and we'll have it in the form of Q&A. Yeah, question and answer. Yeah, usually our consultation is going to be like 30-40 minutes, no more. You're a distant learning student, definitely you chose this type of studies, not to listen to my speeches, I don't know, for 2-3 hours. Yeah. Any questions?
I would like to introduce myself also,
Okay.
because you start introducing you, and
Okay.
as we get know each other, I think it's important to know me, not only me know you. I'm Alexander
Okay.
Kostyushko, originally from Brovary, Kiev region, and our place in Denmark. Where's Lego done? Also, I used to study economics and law in my high school, and now I'm pretty interested in it. I'm reading some books. I'm go out to some meetings. Last interesting meeting I used to be instead of the party. It was Google, Grow with Google. It was event for startups. There I knew some interesting people from Ukraine, from Denmark, from different country, investors, and so on. And there I found some kind of inspiration after I just looked on a bunch of people who know what they want to do, who just going from one meeting with investor to another to find something nice, and who was just lucky to register for this meeting one evening before. I just had one woman, she created of Chernobyl School. It's a private distance learning school at Ukraine, which lead the children to speak in English, to learn English, all what they need to learn in Ukraine, and also learn more information. It's a program based on Singapore program, America program, and European program, so on.
Oh, okay.
It is very nice that all of us can just meet something like that. And I would like to say to another participant of this course that whenever you see opportunity, just try it, because it's worth it. I mean,
Absolutely.
if you try, it give a lot of benefit. As you said previously, if you don't know in which sphere you want to go, you will see it. And I would recommend to all of people just get to know people from different spheres. And as most of them say, if you don't know what you want to do, just find someone who already know. And those patient people will help you to begin the process. And after it, you decided to yourself what you want to do, with what you want to work, and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think from time to time we'll organize some like debates on some economic terms and some topics connected to investments, currency exchange rate problems, investment like during the war and blah blah blah. So it's gonna be very interesting. I will be sharing with you my personal experience. So I don't want to have this course like very theoretical. So I want to make it even more practical. So what you can really start using. We'll talk about experience that I said working with China. We'll talk about drop shipping. We'll talk about investment in stock market in Ukraine. We'll talk about bonds, deposit, real estate investments. So just if you're interested, to speak for some like short period of time, sometimes with me about it. So please join this classes on Saturdays. So I think for today, like introductory class can be finished. Just please, before the next time, do at least a couple of tasks so you have, overall understanding what's happening there, what topic they are. Think of the company you want to describe and maybe the company you want to start, so it's going to be easier for you to look at the topics. Thank you very much for joining. To be honest, I didn't expect even a single person to come today because, of course, it's Saturday. So thank you very much for joining. Hope this course won't be the course that you said, oh my God, like better not to have business English in that university anymore. So let's write a petition to delete this course. So hope it's gonna be completely opposite. So thank you very much for joining and see you next week.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good luck. Goodbye. See you.